Hi everyone, my name is George, the owner here at Oiwa, and today we have this beautiful 1991 Nissan Figaro with 55,000 miles. Has been completely rebuilt. Lots of time and effort went into replacing everything in the engine bay. The brakes, the rotors, the brake lines, even the suspension. We have coilovers on there. And I'm going to just do a walkthrough with you and point out all the imperfections that I can. And we're first going to start with kind of going over everything that we've done in the engine bay. I'm going to show you how we put down the roof. It's a very unique and functional convertible. And then I'm going to walk around the outside pointing any imperfections out. So stay tuned. Okay everyone, so here we are with the Figaro. We're going to go over what's been done to the engine bay. And I've owned this vehicle for about 3 years up in San Francisco. I got it in 2018, had it for about 6 months, and then one of the cylinders went out. When got a compression test, I was totally shocked. Wasn't able to find anything in Japan. I was looking for replacement engines. And it wasn't until the Figaro shop in the United Kingdom came out with an engine overhaul kit. So part of that overhaul kit was a head gasket set, head bolt set, rocker shaft retention set, 0.5 millimeter oversized shop pistons, a big end bearing set, main bearing set, thrust washer set, sump gasket, gray sensor safe engine sealant tube, crankshaft, rear and front seals, timing belt and tensioner kit, timing belt tensioner spring, water pump outlet pipe O-ring, cylinder head, and oil pressure switch, oil filter, spark plugs. Okay, the other things that we added in were a new turbo, as well as a red Figaro shop strut bar. Head gasket cover was actually repainted. We have a new radiator in here as well, and as you can see, it's in, I mean, fantastic shape. You know, what we spent to get this overhauled was about 8 to 10,000 in parts and another 8 to 10,000 in labor. But now it runs excellent. As I mentioned, it has only 55,000 miles on it, and that now it's probably, since we overhauled the engine, it is, maybe I put on maybe 300 miles or so. So it's very nice. As you can tell how clean it is on the inside. Now that we've shown you what's underneath the hood and showing you how beautiful the drop top convertible is, now I'm just going to kind of walk around and show you the whole vehicle and try and point out any imperfections that you may see. So I think right away you're going to notice is that the wheels on here are not stock. They're actually 12-inch moon eye discs, and we tried getting porter wall inserts to actually lay in the tire. However, they're very difficult to install. So we actually got these white walls, are actually a sticker that was done at Tire Stickers in Santa Ana, where they're actually able to install those, and it really, you know, pops. You can really tell. It almost looks like that it's straight out of the factory because it matches the chrome excellently. So the paint, we actually had a 2-step polish conducted on it prior to listing, and it's, I mean, it's beautiful. I mean, it took out all the swirls. Hadn't seen this level of paint, I don't know, for over 30 years or so. And you can tell as we kind of just go across, everything is in great shape. No rust around the side. Looks like, I don't even know if you can tell, but even like the smallest of ding. I just have a really kind of particular eye. It's very small. As we kind of go around, let's take a look at the headlight. I'm sorry, the mirror. Chrome is in great shape. No chafing, or mirror is not cracked. Everything is intact. As we kind of go around the side, let's see, handles are in great shape. No scuff marks around the lock. As we go down, everything again looks great. No rust on the inside. I'm not sure if you can see this, but we have gas coilovers on here, riding at stock height. We have them on front and rear. Trim is in great shape as well. As we kind of go around, a lot of work has had to go into maintaining these kind of weather strippings. As they get older, and if you leave it outside, dirt will get on the inside here. It will get trapped. We had to do a heck of a job to make sure that got sparkling. The top looks fantastic. As you can see, no rust, no crumbling. Alright, let's move our way to the rear. Again, when we did our polish, all of the chrome was polished. It looks excellent. And then we also have this kind of trunk rack. We actually installed this onto the hood, so we didn't have to have those straps to kind of hold that down. It's an excellent function. I really love it. And as we kind of go around the side, again, nothing's really sticking out here. Everything's in fantastic shape. The other thing that we've added is the Figaro mud flaps. Those are really a nice little accent. We also have another accent on here, which I'll show you in the door jambs. As we kind of go around again, everything looks good up here, which you might notice. I'm gonna see if I can point these out. A little bit of discoloration. A lot of this was taken off during the polish, but still worth noting. Okay. Go around the side, it looks like this handle has 1, 2, 3 little dots there, but aside from that, everything's in fantastic shape. Go around the side still, again, no rusting, chrome's in great shape. The mirror, again, chrome is not peeling, looks great, not cracked. As we go around the windshield, there are no chips, rock chips, This looks like to be a little discolored, but that can easily be sprayed if wanted to. That's not something that we wanted to do. We want to kind of keep the originality of it. And again, wheels are in great shape. Okay, the front bumper, there's a little bit of discoloration here and here and there. The other thing that we actually added in is HID headlights. So on typical Figaro's stock out of the factory, if you try to use your headlights at night, it's just very dull and yellowing. This is with the headlights that we've actually replaced them with. It's very accustomed to modern cars and have no problem seeing at night. It's a great safety feature as well. Okay, let's go towards the inside of the vehicle. As you can see, the step seals are in great shape. The Figaro step seal was actually added in as well. The door cards and doors are in great shape. Passenger's awesome. Let's go around to the driver's side. Driver's side's in great shape. Please note these two little scratches here. Again, the door seals, door jambs are great, and also still have all the chrome there as well. Okay. Let's start from here. So this is kind of your bird's eye view. Awesome drop top. Seats are in excellent condition. If anything, the driver's side's maybe a little bit more worn than the passenger, but we actually reconditioned these as well, so it's very high quality, very nice. Okay, we have the stock steering wheel. This is for your antenna, which works. This is for your defroster. And then we have your central unit. This has all been polished up. AC again blows very cold. AC there. Hazards working great. While we're here, mileage is in kilometers 91,438, about 55,000 miles. Again, dash clock, everything's in great shape. If you look at the dash, there is no cracking, discoloration. It's mint. It looks excellent. Okay, and then we've got your automatic, your 3-speed automatic. It's an inline 4 turbo. We added in this glove basket, we'll call it, and it actually came stock with the Figaro cup holders. So you really have all the options on here, which is fantastic. One thing to notate, there's a little bit of stickiness here. We tried to get that removed and taken care of by our detailer, but we were informed that this is pretty typical of vehicles that are at least over 30 years old at this point. So again, everything's nice up top as well. Seat belts are in excellent condition. Let's take a look at the rear. Again, everything looks nice, no cracking, no discoloration. Seat belts are in excellent shape, as you can see there. We have all the proper Japan characteristics. So as you can see, everything's in great shape. One thing I forgot to mention is that the radio does work. The only thing is that the CD player can be finicky. Sometimes it reads the CDs and plays, sometimes it does not. Aside from that, everything's good, and don't forget your stock red flare, which is awesome. Okay, so now what we're gonna do is we're gonna take the Figaro for a drive and have you guys kind of tag along and see how everything functions. Really, hi everyone, back again. Gonna take a little test drive, joyride with the Nissan Figaro, just to show that everything is completely functional on here, and it's never driven as good as it does now. So we're down here in Long Beach. Of course, I've already got the top down, which is perfect. So, not to mention that we just escaped the heat wave. If we were still during that like 100-degree heat wave that we had for about a week straight, definitely would not be doing this. So we'll kind of drive along. So yeah, the 3-speed auto. It's perfect. Anyone can drive it. Husband, wife, daughter, son. I probably wouldn't let my kids drive this just because how nice it is, but you never know. Everything's really natural in it. Right-hand drive. If you've never driven right-hand drive, it's probably weirder for the person sitting passenger as opposed to the person that's driving. I was able to learn how to drive stick on a right-hand drive vehicle after I had broken my wrist. And that was a manual. This is an automatic. Again, it's a lot easier. Your vents work well. Wipers, blinkers, AC super cold, and yeah, it's really a joy to drive. Got the smallest turbo you can imagine in it. Whistles when you get up to speed. I have no problem driving on 405 California highways with this. It's really a joy. The seats themselves are super plush and very comfortable. Dash is in great shape. Door cards are nice. Yeah, I mean, there's nothing bad to say about it. The brakes, had to replace the brake pads. The rotors, rebuilt the calipers, stainless steel brake lines. So this car is about as safe as you can get. Again, like I said, it's almost like it's fresh off the factory. Little bit of construction going on down here. Yeah, so I mean, when I first bought this vehicle, I was living in San Francisco. It was, perfect for Northern California. Really fell in love with it. Cruising around the city on the weekends, going by Dolores Park or driving along Golden Gate Park, or driving down to Ocean Beach, taking it down to Santa Cruz through the Santa Cruz Mountains. And then we've also gone across the bridge to the Marin Headlands. Also really nice to take this up to wine country if you wanted to. It's a very nice vehicle to have in your repertoire of cars, your garage, we'll say. Definitely has brought a smile to my face multiple times, but my wife loves it as well. Thanks, man. Thank you. Yeah, it's a Nissan. Thanks, guys. Yeah. Definitely commands a lot of attention, that's for sure. But everything's tasteful. The wheels, the moon disc 12-inch wheels, or something that I really wanted for this vehicle. I still have the stock hubcaps and the Nissan center caps. Have pictures of those. Those can be seen in the listing as well. And the other aspect is that the suspension was still functional, but somewhat worn. So what I opted to do was actually get coilovers. They're GAZ coilovers. Really kind of riding at stock height. Can be lowered if that's the look that you wanted to go for. These can fit up to 15-inch wheels if you really kind of wanted to fill in the wheel gap. It's really up to you and how particular you are. For me, it's perfect. Just 12-inch wheels, 165, 70 R12 tires, Bridgestone sneakers. Very comfortable ride. yeah, I mean, to be honest, fairly sad to see it go, but I had it for about 3 years, and once I started, once I brought this car over. This was the first car that I actually had ever imported in, and when the cylinder went out, I just couldn't part with it. Started reaching out to all my contacts in Japan, was trying to get an engine for it, couldn't get an engine. Reached out to Figaro shop in the UK in 2018. They didn't have a replacement engine, and I had to wait until 2020, which was when they came out with a engine overhaul kit, where we actually had to rebore the engine to fit the proper bearings. Appreciate all you guys sticking with me and seeing how effortlessly this vehicle operates at. If you have any questions, feel free to email me at oiwa.co.mail@gmail.com. That's oiwa.co.mail@gmail.com. Please follow, like, and subscribe our social media channels. We're on Instagram, YouTube, and Facebook. All can be found at oiwa.co.co. And again, my name's George. Happy to talk whenever. Thanks so much for sticking with us, and whoever ends up purchasing this vehicle, I can guarantee is going to be extremely happy. Thanks so much for your time.